So of course impressed nimekuona messages zako sasa zinakaa funny. Kenye nataka kufanya na Kaleso leo nyi mfanye tu yani. Inabidi sasa tuseme yote sawa. Twende kwenye habari tujue nini kabisa imekuwa make sense. Afu turudi na stories zingine zaidi, exclusive zingine zaidi. Now you know ndo kama inaanza after news kweli kweli. Wambo uko mtani, you better be there. Let's go in the news kidogo tujue what's moving.
990 FM. This is Hero News.
That's right, this is Hero News. My name is Koyo. These are some of the stories we have on the headlines today. Joyce Laboso is dead, rather. Cancer one more time. Waste management in Nakuru. Kenya shillings 20 million for vocational training. And state tough on Babayao. All this and much more, the bulletins begins right now. My name is Koyo. Bomet Governor Joyce Laboso died of cancer. She succumbed at the Nairobi hospital aged 58 years. Family sources can now confirm. Governor Laboso was under medication 2 weeks after arriving from India from London, where she had been hospitalized. On May 29th, Governor Laboso left the country for Britain for treatment. She was admitted at the Royal Maiden Hospital, where she underwent treatment for nearly 1 month. Then when she returned, she then returned to India. She was actually returned to India for further treatment 3 weeks ago. While in Britain, NASA leader Raila Odinga, Ambassador Manoa Episu, Chief Justice David Maraga, and Kericho Governor Paul Chepkwony visited her. Former Bomet County Governor Isaac Ruto also paid her a visit. Joyce's death is yet another tragedy for the Labosos. On June 10th, 2008, her sister Lona Laboso, who was then Assistant Minister and Cabinet Minister Kiplaya Kunes, died in a plane crash. Of course, Dr. Laboso won the Sotik parliamentary seat on an ODM party ticket in 2008. The former French lecturer at Egerton University had been pulled from the lecture hall to fill the gap left by her younger sister, Lona Laboso. Back to Nakuru. Nakuru County government has put in place stringent measures aimed at addressing the disposal of waste in major markets. At the same time, Nakuru County Environment Chief Officer Kiogora Muridi said that local traders and truck drivers from Kisii, Meru, Nyeri and other neighboring counties who supply fresh produce will also be subjected to the same regulations. The new measures come at a time when the Department of Trade is facing a myriad of problems. The department's vehicles are grounded while casual laborers are yet to be paid their dues. Mr. Muridi assured traders at the market that the Governor Lee Kenyanjui administration will continue upgrading the market and other 11 in the sub-counties in a bid to ensure that traders and consumers operate in a clean environment. Still in Nakuru Vocational Polytechnic, one of the oldest technical and vocational training centers in the county, has been grappling with lack of equipment and understaffing in a bid to give a facelift to the facility and replace the aging and obsolete equipment. Governor Lee Kenyanjui's administration bought equipment worth 20 million in the last financial year. Mr. Mwangi said that with an increasing population, which actually stands at 4,251 at the vocational training, the center is working round the clock to update its equipment. Recently, some of the 43 children rescued from the street indicated that they were keen to join the center. Let's move over to other stories away from Nakuru. Kiambu County Governor Ferdinand Waititu spent another night in custody as he battled to save his term in office after facing charges in relation to alleged irregulation of awarding Kenya shillings 588 million contracts to road repair. Waititu, his wife Susan Wangari Ndungu, Kiambu County Chief Officer for Roads and Transport Luka Mwangi Waihinye, 6 county employees, a businessman and his wife were charged with various counts of conflicts of interest dealing with suspected property, money laundering and abuse of office. The three denied all the charges. Of course, he's still actually waiting for further directives from the court. Of course, another twist to this story is that the state has put on very tough measures on Ferdinand Waititu, with Alexandra Muteti, who is also actually the state prosecutor, asking the court to set tough bail conditions, including one that will actually seek to bar Waititu from returning to the county offices until the case is concluded. This is the story we're actually following for you. We move on to other stories. Of course, still moving back to the Governor Laboso's death, Bomet County Governor Joyce Laboso is the third governor to die in office. Dr. Laboso also became the second county boss to die from cancer after Nyeri's pioneer governor Nderitu Gachagua. Gachagua died in February 2017 and his deputy Samuel Wamadai served the remaining 6 months left in the term. Mr. Wamadai was later defeated in the August 2017 general election by Wahome Gakuru, who became Nyeri's third governor. Dr. Gakuru, however, died in a road accident just 3 months after assuming office, paving way for his deputy Mutai Kahige to take over. Laboso's 11-year-old political career ended yesterday as cancer claimed yet another victim from the political circles. The governor, who was aged 58, was thrown into the political arena in September 2008 after her elder sister and Sotik MP Lona Laboso died in an airplane crash that also killed Road Minister Kiplaya Kones. We take a short breather right now. International news is actually up next. That's right, and we move to Sudan. At least 4 school children and 1 adult were shot dead as security officers broke up a protest in the Sudanese city of El Ubaid on Monday. Campaigners now confirm. A group of doctors linked to the opposition said the 5 were hit during a demonstration by high school pupils in the main city in Sudan's north Kordofan state. Many other people were injured, added the Central Committee of Sudanese Doctor. Of course, this is a story that actually has been going on for a long time. There is no peace at the world's youngest nation yet, and we're actually following up this story. Of course, we can remember that President Kenyatta actually appointed a former Vice President Kalonzo Musyoka to actually see that peace actually comes to Sudan. Of course, he's yet to start actually working, so we actually hope peace is gonna come finally for our sisters and brothers in Sudan. Let's move to Yemen right now. Of course, an attack on a market killed at least 10 people, 10 civilians, including children, in Yemen's northern Saada province on Monday. A medical source and the warring parties who blame each other now confirm. The manager of the local Al Jamhuri hospital said 13 were killed and 23 others injured in airstrikes in Katabiri district by Saudi-led coalition battling the Iranian-aligned Houthi group in Yemen. Al-Masiri TV said that the death toll as recent 214 rather. The Saudi-backed Yemen government's information minister Muma El-Rani said on a Twitter post that the youth actually have been causing trouble in the city following the demonstration. So far so good. What we know is that 10 civilians have been killed and 20 other people also injured. Majority of these people are the youth. We take a few seconds breather right now. We're back with the sports news. Nice, we move to the sports segment right now. Gareth Bale has pulled out of Real Madrid's tour to Munich for a pre-season tournament following the collapse of his proposed move to China. It is understood that Bale is not in his right mental state to play after Real Madrid president Florentino Perez prevented him from joining Jiangsu Sunen. Last week, Real boss Zinedine Zidane said that the 30-year-old was very close to leaving, of course, following a fallen favor with the boss and with the club. The 33-time Spanish champions will play Bale's former club Tottenham on Tuesday, actually today, in the opening game of the tournament that also includes Bayern Munich and Fenerbahce. That's all for right now. Of course, much more to follow in our subsequent bulletins. You can follow Hero Radio on Facebook, on Twitter, and of course as well as Caleb Koyo for this and much more. Every detail, every angle, every truth, every angle to the truth. My name is Caleb Koyo. Fiesta Africa continues this very moment.